Hey, it's Christine Faulkner with Cava Faulkner, Elk Grove Living Trust lawyer, Sacramento estate attorney with Cava Faulkner. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Daily with Christine. And today I wanted to talk about why now may be an excellent time to start thinking about putting a plan in place, or at least getting some education about estate planning. So what I know for sure is that the reason so many people haven't done anything is because they don't have the education, but also just inertia. That is the biggest impediment for people doing planning. So stay tuned, because I'm going to give you 3 statistics about why now may be a great time. So tell me if this is you. You've thought that this might be something that you need to do. You don't really know what you have and whether you do actually need some kind of a plan, but you definitely don't want to delve into your finances. You don't want to gather all that paperwork to have to really spend time getting financially organized. Well, the great thing is that during the pandemic, 72% of Americans have really focused intently on their financial lives. They have gotten more financially organized than they have been in a long time. And 40% of Americans are actually saving more and making a huge effort to save more. So what does that mean? It means that, you know, the initial part of that estate planning process is already probably taken care of for you, meaning you've probably done the hard work already by really focusing in on your financial life. You've got all of your statements and you have a really good finger on the pulse of your finances. So it makes it that much easier to start that process of getting educated. And of course, having more resources means maybe you have some additional resources now to look into this, whereas perhaps you may not have felt you had the ability to do so in the past. And of course, having greater resources gives you even more reason to want to protect those resources and the people that you love. So here are some other statistics that I think are relevant to consider about the pandemic. So it's not even been a year, and we've had more American deaths from COVID than the entire American casualties during World War II. And that is a really bracing statistic. You know, the first American, I'm looking at my notes here, the first American death was someone actually pretty close to home. That death was a 57-year-old woman on February 6, 2020, so just a year ago in Santa Clara, California. 2 months later, we already had surpassed the death rate of our American servicemen in Vietnam, as well as World War II. Since November of 2020, the death toll has nearly doubled. And so it's worthy of taking stock of what this pandemic has wrought in our country, in our state, and of course around the world. And while when this started, and for much of 2020, I don't know about you, but I didn't have anybody in my personal sphere who'd had it. Well, now I do. Now I actually know people who've had COVID, who suffered through it. Fortunately, I don't know anyone personally who's passed away, but of course I know of folks who've lost family members, and I imagine you do as well. The other thing to think about is that all economic indicators are suggesting that we're going to have a robust economy in 2021 and hopefully going into 2022. And so because of those factors, your finances will likely grow in 2021. And that is great news for all of us, to have a strong economy, that business will hopefully rebound more quickly, and we'll all have something that we need to protect even more. And so I wanted to point those 3 factors out as a consideration of why now is a really, really great time to create a plan, because you're financially organized, because COVID is seriously, and because it looks like the economy is going to continue moving forward, helping us grow our wealth and giving us some financial stability. So what better time to think about at least getting some education? So Wanted to let you know that at Cava Faulkner, we are all about education, and we are here to help. We're here to first and foremost educate, to help people make informed and empowered decisions about what exactly they need to do, what kind of plan they need to have, and why. And it's only after that that we talk to people about moving forward and figuring out if it's the right time and we're the right fit to work together. But we are always here to support you and to answer any questions you have. So thanks so much for tuning into the Daily with Christine. I wanted to make a short and sweet video to give you some food for thought about why now is a great time to plan. Subscribe to our channel if you like our content. Like our videos. Let YouTube know that we are putting out great content, that we're doing things right, and let us know what else we can provide content about, and I'm happy to do that. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.